Hello guys, as you can tell by the title of this video, I will be talking about which kind of specializations you should unlock and use. This video will not include the specializations that give you affliction or the specializations that are specifically for the vehicles. First off, I will tell you which of the all class specializations are useful and which one you should avoid. Flak is a must-have, with Battlefield 1 having constant explosion spams by vehicles, grenades, mortars. It is very useful to have this specialization. Flak reduces all incoming explosive damage by 10%. Cover sounds like a useful specialization to have, but this is not the case. The cover specialization claims to reduce the incoming suppression by 25%. Yet in-game it has actually a very minuscule effect on your accuracy. So don't waste your time using the cover specialization. Quick Regen is a very useful specialization to have if you are playing a class that is not a medic. It decreases the amount of time it takes to recover health after being out of combat from 10 seconds to 8 seconds. This is quite helpful if you are not playing as a medic. Quick Unspot is, in my opinion, a very bad specialization. It decreases the length of time a player is spotted by 2 seconds, and there are much better specializations to choose from. So I would not recommend to use this specialization at all. Bayonet training increases the recharging of the bayonet ability and also increases the bayonet charge. Another useless specialization. Moving on. Hasty retreat. Now this might sound nice as well. A 10% increase of sprint speed when being suppressed. However, this is such a tiny amount that it's barely noticeable and should also not be taken. Inconspicuous is another useless perk. That's only use is probably for low KD campers and communists. It makes you invisible on the minimap when you move slowly or while crouching or in prone position. Privateer is a specialization that has recently been added in the Apocalypse DLC. It's another useless specialization because you are not swimming for hours on end in Battlefield 1. It increases your swimming speed by 25%, which, as I mentioned, is quite useless. Awareness is a specialization that also has been added in the Apocalypse DLC. It increases the time enemies are spotted by 25%, which again is quite useless because there are much better specializations to take. However, this might actually be a bit of use for the scouts. Slink is also from the Apocalypse DLC, which claims to reduce your footsteps. I have been playing with it for the last 10 hours or more, and I have not seen it having any effect at all on my gameplay whatsoever. So these are all the all-class specializations that you can use. So now let's talk about the class-specific specializations, beginning with the Assault class. For the Assault class there are 3 specializations to choose from, starting with Juggernaut, which stacks with Flak and gives you a 20% reduction in explosive damage when you are wearing a gas mask. Together with Flak, this will stack your explosive damage reduction up to 30%. This is one of the specializations which you should use all the time when playing Assault and you're under explosion spam. Controlled Demolition lets you detonate dynamite one at a time in the order that you have placed them. This is another useless specialization and should not be used at all. Pilferer is a specialization that allows you to recover items from enemies, giving you for each class a different item. To do this, you must kill an enemy with a melee weapon. Killing an assault will cause 3 anti-tank mines to be deployed which belong to your team. Killing a medic will drop 3 bandage pouches on the ground, which is very useful when you're low on HP and have no medic around and don't feel like picking up their kit. Killing a support will drop 3 ammo pouches, and again you can as well just pick up a support kit, but the chance that they carry ammo is sometimes really slim because they are genius support players that use crossbow nade launchers and mortars. Killing a scout will give you 1 signal flare, so you can have some spotting. Pilferer has a 40-second cooldown. I haven't used this specialization much, however it can be fun to use every now and then if you are bored of other specializations that you're using. As an assault, I would recommend you to use the Flag Specialization, the Juggernaut, and the Quick Regeneration Specialization. These three are, in my opinion, the best ones to use for the assault. Moving on, now let's talk about the medic specializations. Reciprocity is a bad specialization to take because there are two specializations for the medic that are way stronger in comparison. This specialization gives you a 12.5 HP per second every time you are healing a teammate. Concealed Rescue is a very good specialization to have. It allows you to drop a smoke grenade on a downed squad mate by pressing the spotting key. Concealed Rescue will help you reviving and give cover. This can also be abused on random squad mates to give you cover to get behind, and you can throw down a smoke grenade on a squad mate every 40 seconds. Concealed Rescue is a must-have specialization to use on a medic, as is the Stimulant Syringe specialization. The Stimulant Syringe gives you both you and the revived teammate a sprint boost by 20% after you revive them, which lasts for 8 seconds, and the Concealed Rescue and Stimulant Syringe are both a must-have specialization together with the Flag Specialization. These three are the best specialization to use as a medic. There are no other specializations that are any better than these for the medic. Support specializations. Unbreakable gives you a reduction in suppression by 75%, which is when you are using the bipod. This is, as I have mentioned, on the all-class specialization called cover, very useless. Because when you are bipoded, you already have 0 recoil, and when you are spraying at the enemy, they get suppressed more and you will most likely kill them before they kill you. So in my opinion, Unbreakable is not that much of a point in using as a support player. Pin Down lets you extend the duration that an enemy is spotted while you are suppressing them, which barely gives you any benefits at all. It is much more efficient to use a different specialization. Perseverance lets you walk faster by 25% and does not increase your sprinting speed. It also lowers the damage of explosion on you by 20%, which is multiplicative with the Flag Specialization, giving you together a 30% reduction of incoming explosive damage. Perseverance could be useful for people that work together with tanks and are trying to keep them topped off on health. As a support, I would recommend you to use the Flag Specialization and the Quick Regen Specialization. Those are the two that are highly recommended and that you should use. And the third one you can just choose because sadly the support compared to the medic and the assault don't have any good specializations to use, which is now sadly the same case for the scout. The scout is filled with useless specialization and none of them are actually of any use to us, but I will tell you about them anyway. Scapegoat automatically deploys a sniper decoy near you when your health is below 45%, with a 30-second cooldown between uses. Perimeter Alarm. When a tripwire bomb placed by a player is triggered, all the enemies within 15 meters of them are marked on the minimap. This is also quite useless because I myself as a sniper, I never use tripwires at all. I always use K-bullets. Ripple lets you highlight the next enemy after you have headshotted an enemy with your sniper rifle, giving them a red marking around their body. For Scout, I would recommend to use the Flag Specialization, the Quick Regen, and the Awareness, or maybe Ripple. I hope you liked this video. If so, you know what to do. Give it a like and subscribe for more gameplay videos and guides. I see you in the next video. Until then.
Line creeper, one of them. Tank spotted. Stay alert. I have eyes on a shock trooper. Spotted a soldier. An enemy soldier. Enemy medic! Enemy machine gun sighted! You see, there, medic! You see him? A shock trooper. I got shock trooper. Yeah. There's a shock trooper! Scout! Sighted! Spotted! Here's a grenade bomb! I'm out of ammunition! I need ammo! First aid, take it! There, first aid for you! Sighted! You hurt, I'll patch you up. There, first aid. Your wounds, I can fix them. You want me to patch your wounds? Spare ammo, anyone? Grenade! First aid for you. First aid, take it. Take that first aid. There, first aid. You want those wounds patched? Yeah, watch your head. I'll fix those wounds.